You can ask your question.
Yeah, thank you. I hope I am audible. The question is to Ms. Francesca Albanese, as well as Mr. George Cotrogolos. Ms. Albanese, your report reveals so many disturbing facts about what is exactly happening. Firstly, about the figures, recently Guardian put out a figure of 200,000 being killed. That was a report based on Israeli former IDF chief. Your figure right now suggests some 380 or 680. Of course, this is not an established figure. This is according to several academics or several analysts. Where do you put this figure? The second question is on the moral erosion of, responsibilities for countries which are signatories to the Genocide Treaty Convention. I'm asking this question in the context of India. For example, India has been having fairly strong relations with Israel to the extent that the Israeli finance minister recently visited New Delhi to sign a new bilateral free trade agreement. How would you characterize India's position on this? At one hand, it is a signatory to the Genocide Convention. At another hand, on the other side, it seems to be violating the Genocide Convention. Is that your assessment as well? This question is to George Cotrogolos. You talked of Shlomo Sand, a historian in the past I used to respect. But what did he exactly say? I could not really understand what you had said.
Again, I repeat what I said before, that the figures we tend to rely, I was very clear to say the figures I continue to rely upon are around 65,000 people killed in Gaza, and these are the figures that come from various sources, but all corroborated, verified by the UN country team on the ground. And at the same time, I was saying that I'm worried because it continues to come up, and this comes from scientists, and it comes from medical experts who have been operating in other conflict, and people who have access to to Israeli sources that refer to figures that can go from 300,000 to 600,000. And again, this is scary. It's scary not because 60,000 is a number that doesn't scare me, but again, there is just also this confusion heightened the urge for this to stop, because there are so many incidents that are apparent. There is this figure that keeps on going around, and unfortunately it's true. There is a classroom of children killed every day in a day that is good, is normal, and is quiet in Gaza. This is the reality. I don't know what else is to be said, but it's very likely that the figures are much higher than what the United Nations are able to verify. First of all, as I said, there is even the Gaza Ministry of Health, which is the one who has always steadily since 2007 provided the figures of the casualties in Gaza, doesn't have the capacity to verify beyond what comes through the hospitals, and also because there are other figures that are not reported. Those who die because of access to medical services, those who die for hunger because of hunger and are not in reach to a hospital or other means of verification. So of course the numbers are lower than than what is circulated. And also think of how many Palestinians have been killed, over 1,200, 1,300. I really struggle to continue to count because it's horrible, while trying to access food. And sometimes I say they are killing more than they are properly providing meals to. And does it matter? Isn't it enough in any case to stop this?